Episode 14 of 1001 Stories of Greatness, Series 4 The Fortress in His Mind. Thomas stepped off the bus and braced himself. The park was a chaotic blend of commerce, stores overflowing with yams, voices bartering in rhythmic cadences, the scent of roasted maize heavy in the warm air. To anyone else, it was a bustling market. To Thomas, it was a minefield. It had been over 15 years since Thomas last set foot in the village as a child during his parents' visit. But as he grew into a teenager, he began to build a fortress of resentment, brick by brick, fueled by whispered warnings about the place. His friends in the city had fed him a toxic script. The village is a graveyard for ambition. They'll tear you down the moment you reach for more. Thomas had kept that vow of absence like a sacred oath. Even when his parents pleaded with him to join them for the holidays, Thomas remained defiant. The village is full of ill will, he would snap, echoing the ghost stories of his peers. But now, a lucrative infrastructure contract had forced his hand. He was a professional, an adult with a leather briefcase and an expensive watch. Yet, standing in the red dust, he felt like that stubborn, terrified boy again. "Hello, sir. Where are you going?" A taxi driver approached, his face edged with deep lines carved by the sun. Thomas flinched, gripping his luggage tighter. It wasn't fear of theft, it was fear of the ill intent he had been taught to expect. Maybe this man carries their spite, he thought, pulse quickening. "The hotel," Thomas said curtly. "The best one you have." The hotel was modest, 2 stories of worn paint and creaking floors. That night, Thomas huddled in the shadows of his room, inventing hostility where there was none. Every cricket chip sounded like a taunt, every shifting shadow a hand reaching to sabotage him. Thomas called his father, voice tight and trembling. "I shouldn't be here. The energy is wrong. I can feel the eyes on me." "Don't worry," his father said, calm as a river. "You are looking at the village through a dirty window, Thomas. It's not the place that's dark, it's the glass." The next morning, Thomas went to the site, suspicious of everything, even the roadside food. His colleague, Hebrew, was already there, radiating an effortless joy. "This place is incredible, Thomas. Have you seen the craftsmanship of the local masons?" "What's good about it?" Thomas snapped. "It's a den of hostility. I'm only here for the paycheck." Hebrew's smile didn't waver. "I grew up visiting this village. My mother's people are here. It's always been a place of rest for me." Thomas leaned closer, voice low. "I'm from here too, Hebrew, but I know the truth. I was told this place is full of people who don't want to see one of their own succeed. I've spent half of my life running from those shadows." Hebrew placed a steady hand on his shoulder. "Hostility isn't a landmark, Thomas. It's a choice. You brought the shadow with you. Walk with them, you'll see." Reluctantly, Thomas began the project. He hired 10 local men to help with the foundation, expecting sabotage, but they offered solutions. Expecting hatred, they gave him sweat and respect. By the end of the first week, he watched them eat lunch together. Fathers, brothers, sons, laughing about their children, sharing bread. The shadows of hostility he had feared for over 15 years were nowhere to be found in the red earth. They existed only in the story he had polished in the city. The fortress in his mind didn't just crack, it imploded. By month's end, the infrastructure was complete. As Thomas prepared to board the bus back to the city, a small crowd gathered. This time, when a hand reached for his bags, he let them go. He shook hands, exchanged phone numbers, and felt the warmth of the sun for the first time in years. Months later, Thomas returned, not for a contract, but for a vacation with his family, as his children ran through the same park he had once fed. Thomas finally understood Abel's wisdom. Perception is a mirror. Look for malice and you'll find it. Look for humanity and you don't just find it, you become part of it. Keep enjoying the episodes of 1001 Stories of Greatness at 1001storiesofgreatness.wordpress.com.